But if you're going to buy one, I would think it'd be a real good idea if you could actually drive it. Doesn't have to drive perfect. This one certainly didn't, but at least it started. I could kind of get a feel of the steering. I could feel the engine, the transmission. It wasn't knocking. Didn't have a loud knock to it. It's got good mufflers on it, and it did start right up. But one of the things that I shut it right off as soon as I started it, and I'm grabbing both sides. This exhaust area gets warm, and I'm grabbing both sides of the pulley, the fan pulley here, the crankshaft, and I'm pulling back and forth. You can hear that noise, I'm sure. That's end play. You're only supposed to have a few thousandths, and that, although it sounds like a lot, I've owned engines that lasted a long time that were that bad. So it ran, I didn't hear it knock. It means that, and according to the story, oh, I love what my good friend Doug was telling me. He says, don't believe anything they tell you and only half of what you see. And when you're going out buying, that's probably the truth, because they have something they don't want anymore, and you got money, they want it, and they want you to take this stuff away. So it had an oil light. When I turn the key on, we'll look for those stock dash lights. If they've got gauges, fine. And you know, please don't take everything I say as critical and exact. There's plenty of leeway and everything, but I'm just trying to help somebody that wants one and doesn't know a lot about them, because after you own it, you're going to start learning, believe me. And it's going to be expensive. So had a little end play in the crankshaft, but not too bad. Multiple carburetors are fine, but they do take a little understanding to get them running. And when I only drove it a few blocks, and this is what I found when I tore them apart. These are paper filters. These are not washable, reusable cotton filters, and they were really plugged. And the inside of the air cleaner, now I asked the man if I could take it apart, if I could look at, you know, a few things, and he didn't want me to. He was selling the car on behalf of somebody else, so that kind of put a crunch in the whole thing. It's like going to a dealership and the guy is saying, well, I don't know about this and I don't know about that. Well, he didn't mention anything about this. It's like, it's hopeless. Okay, you know, I'm making you an offer. Well, I don't think he'll go that low. Well, what the hell? Let me go talk to the guy. Why isn't the owner here? Put him on the phone. Why are you here? You got a buyer. Now get out of the way, you know. But nonetheless, it's not your car, and you need to ask permission before you start doing things. I was not able to disassemble or inspect anything inside the car. I had to drive 175 miles away to look at this thing. They don't know me, and that's just the way it is. So I kind of took a chance, but I did. It was running and it didn't smoke.